What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with just one more video, joined by a very special guest, Des.
Hello.
Say what up.
How are you, beautiful people?
Listen, Des, I am happy that you're back here today. I feel like we got a really good one. Now, this one comes from a subscriber. I uploaded a video not too long ago asking some of my subscribers to suggest me content. This came from that video. I took a quick look, like a minute of the video. I'm like, all right, let's take the opportunity to be able to react to this. All right, so 3 short steps to sleep with the girl of your dreams tonight. And this comes from the YouTuber Jason Capital. I haven't seen any of his videos. I don't really know what his content's about. So this will be the first thing that I look at of his stuff. So I brought Des here in order to go over it. All right, anything to say before we get started?
No, I want to see what these very short steps are.
3 short steps to sleep. Yeah, that's
it could have been like with the girl of your dreams in a month. Or
yeah,
like
but it's tonight though. That's a salacious headline. Like, is it? So we'll see. You like that word? So we'll see if it's clickbait or not. All right, depending upon how you feel about it.
Clickbait.
Clickbait.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's an official term.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like if I make the title just for the purpose to have people click on it. Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
All right. So without further ado, let's get right in it.
What's the #1 way to make the girl that you want to sleep with you? I'm going to show you that in just a second, right here on this whiteboard. It's going to take about 2 minutes, but first, I got to introduce you to a couple of friends of mine. You guys want to say hello to YouTube real quick? So those are my very quiet friends, and that was your first introduction to Team Capital. They're a bunch of fucking badasses, and on top of it, they actually know what I'm about to share with you right here. So, my name is Jason Capital, if you don't know me. I'm known as America's Honest Dating Coach, but I'm probably best known for running a book called 77 Ways to Make Her Want to Fuck You. When I was 20, I was a virgin, I was lonely, I didn't know how to talk to girls. I was way worse with girls than wherever you are right now. You're probably pretty good with girls, but you might want to get better, right? So I got obsessed with the idea of female psychology, and I read every textbook there was, I met everyone I could, and I've basically discovered 77 different ways that were proven, backed by science and research and empirical evidence to make girls want to fuck you. So I wrote this book. It's called 77 Ways to Make Want to Fuck You. Who here actually owns 77 Ways to Make Her Want to Fuck You? I did not pay them at all, or I didn't even know we were going to do this, all right? So the book is really fucking good, if you couldn't tell. It really fucking works. You basically, before you go out one night or the girl you want, open to a page, pick the one you want. Oh, I'll use that one tonight. You go say a few words, and then you physically connect on a horizontal plane with her. All right, so let's get to that tip, like I promised you. All right, so here is how you're gonna do it. Here's how you have a conversation with the girl and you lead it to the place where sex becomes very easy. Okay, so #1, as you're talking with the girl, you have good body language, right? You're leaning back, you're gonna say, you know, I have a kind of a weird question for you that, you know, a buddy of mine asked me recently. I thought it was interesting. He was like, what would you do if you won $20 million today? What would you do with that money? Okay, and when you ask her this question, she's gonna have to dig deep. She's gonna start investing. She's gonna start really sharing like a lot of interesting stuff with you that she doesn't normally share with everybody else. And that's gonna start to build a connection with you guys. A particular connection that you're gonna see is gonna lead somewhere really important. All right, so #1, the $20 million question. So you get her answer, maybe you tease her because she says she wants to buy $1,000 worth of, I don't know, Christian Louis Vuittons or some handbags or some shit like that, and you can make fun of her for being materialistic, whatever, or you can make fun of her for not giving the money to you because you obviously deserve it more. Either way, it's all good. Now you have some fun, you have some banter. #2, you're gonna say, tell me something. Okay, you guys might want to write this down. I don't know if I've told it to you. All right, great line, some of you know it. You say, tell me something that your parents don't know about you, or tell me a secret that your parents don't know about you. Now, I want you to notice how much action these guys take. This is why they make the money that most guys want, why they bang the girls that most guys want, and they have the lives that most guys want.
Can I just comment on this real quick?
Please.
This is a seminar on how to fuck chicks?
Yeah, and they are all willing and ready. already. I'm looking at it like this is, oh, you guys really went to a class for this and like signed up for this. But
I'm flabbergasted.
is it bad or is that, I don't know, they kind of all look like they obviously need help, so that's probably why there is such class, because they kind of look like they need an additional.
Listen, so I like the $20 million question in a sense, because like he was saying, it offers banter in a way that, like, just asking about their background, you won't necessarily tease out like how they think about things, right? But like similar, what your parents don't know about you, that's a little bit more salacious of a question. Like I use that word again because you said that you liked it before. In a sense that, like, well, if your parents don't know about it, then it's probably something that you just wouldn't share with a family member.
Yeah. Or I mean, just something, one of those secrets you just keep to yourself.
Right, yeah.
I'm ashamed of. I don't think I'm going to try to tell you that. Yeah,
so if she doesn't share with her family, why would she share with you, and how would that promote horizontal positioning? I'm not sold so far. I just want to stop it real quick and just say, this is a whole conference. Like, even if he was charging $10 for this,
I'm sure he's charging for this somewhere.
Right.
I can't see it being
way over $10. But like, I'm a little bit flabbergasted that
he just kind of
it's
I
that
don't know.
full.
Maybe I'm just judging a book by its cover. He just looks like a douche.
That's a capacity crowd right there. Like, I'm salute to you, brother.
Seat,
like,
literally,
yeah, like I'm not hating. I'm just I didn't even conceive that there's an audience for this. But just like there's an audience for dating videos and stuff like this, I guess that there's an audience. Like, they're all writing down notes right now. Like they're on it.
Maybe this isn't a beginner's class. Maybe this is like medium, almost finished with the class.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like, okay, after you gain this confidence and you reach this level, now I'm gonna show you the 3 short steps with all those great things you already have that are gonna get you the woman of your dreams tonight.
Yeah. Well, he's also saying 3 short steps. Like, I thought he was gonna say things like, get on your purpose, work out religiously.
Yeah, I feel like he already went through that already with them.
Yeah, like
that's something we didn't see.
Yeah, like that was step 1. Like, those are the long steps that actually matter. The short steps, like you have to be on your purpose. Like, you have to, your diet has to be in check. You can't be 70 pounds overweight. Like you
can't be short.
No one can fix that. What you mean you can't be short?
Well, I'm not interested.
How tall are you?
5'7".
But you're not even tall. Well, I guess that's above average for a woman, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm the tallest woman, but I like taller men.
What's a good height for you?
Guys. Like 6'1", 6'2". That's a nice, that's solid.
Do you deselect men who are not 6'1", 6'2"?
Like, damn, he's fine, but he's short as fuck. That is so sad. That is so true.
Do you ever think you might get to a certain component of life and then that requirement would fall off?
Yeah, I feel like we're getting close to that. Not that it'll fall off for me. I feel like it's just less likely, like how it's less likely to meet somebody who doesn't have kids. Like, I feel like the more people I meet, they either have kids. The more people I meet, they're not as tall as I'd like them to be.
So if you find a dude that doesn't have kids and is tall, he's already like at the top of a list.
Yeah,
and
he's already checking some things off.
All right, you ready to keep moving?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me a secret that your parents don't know about you. So now she's going to start reviewing secret knowledge with you. Secrets.
Maybe
it's something sexual. Maybe it's something with a best friend. Maybe it's some lie she did. Either way, when she tells you, you're going to reciprocate and share something that your parents don't know about you as well. And now you guys are building a really deep personal connection. Do you know where deep personal connections usually lead? Good. All right, so that's number 2. Now you're going to, before we get to the third question, and it's really fucking good, you're going to throw in a line here. It's called qualifying. And here's the line. Here's all you're going to say. You're going to look at her, and you're going to say, after you guys have the parent discussion, you're going to say, I'm not really sold yet, but you might actually be more than a pretty face. Like, I'm not sold yet, but you might actually be more than a pretty face. And don't look at her for a reaction. Don't look at her hoping to get like a look from her. This is a huge mistake guys make, is they say something hoping to get a response from the girl. But you just say it because you truly believe it. Those are some pretty cool answers. She's pretty interesting. You find her cute. I'm not sold yet. Like, you're not sold yet. But
That's
she
some
might
shit I
actually do
would
more than
You-
pretty fast.
Say what?
That's something I would say. Like, I'm not so yet, but tell me more.
So
Tell me more. Talk to me more.
so you be running the game.
I wouldn't call it game. But I would have threw a line in like he did. I wouldn't have been thinking about it as, step by step as they are. But it would have just
It would've flowed.
out. Yeah.
Okay, so let me hear from your perspective. If you're on a date and you kind of hear these type of questions, like I know you say that you may not want to answer them, but let's say you looking at the dude and he meets whatever your minimum requirements are, and he's asking you these type of questions. Is what my man is saying, is this would lead you down a path where you might be attracted to the conversation?
Yeah, like I'd want to probably continue conversation at a later date, but I'm not ready to I'm not sold to where you're gonna have sex with me that night.
Got it. Well, let's see the third question, because he
Better be
said
good.
he said it was gonna be good.
It better be.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not sold yet. What's his name? Jacob.
Jason Capital.
Jason Capital. I'm not sold yet.
You're not sold yet. All right, let's get into question 3 and see how you feel about it.
So now she's feeling qualified. Now she's really feeling good with you. And we get to the final question, final part, okay? Now this is one of the most famous, if you want to call it a seduction technique, one of the most famous polling techniques that we have on Team Capital. Mostly not because we love it, it's kind of fun for us, right? But girls love it. They love it, they love it, they love it so much. It works every time. We call it the CAU method. All right, CAU method. I've only told it to a few of you who's used this successfully and loves it. Yeah, guys who have heard it, how's it work?
Do you see the crowd, bro? What the fuck?
All right, like looking at that audience,
People are in
if
there for giggles. They're just in there just because. See?
yo, stop judging.
I am. That is really judging
Stop
me.
judging.
You paused it on there. You wanted me to have this moment. You're not slick.
All right, so looking at the audience real quick, if any of those dudes came with that type of game, how would you feel?
Okay, so this is going to be kind of biased because not any of them men are attractive to me. Not one of them makes me want to say that I don't have, or that I have a boyfriend when I actually don't, or don't, or whatever.
Got it.
I'm not there.
You're not there.
Like, it's nice when like a guy who obviously should have, you would think, not should, but that you would think he would have less confidence when they do speak to you, when they're bold and they approach you, like it's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, good job, like, for stepping out your shell, dude. But like,
You think he's feeding them a dream?
I feel like he's giving them confidence to go after what they want, even and to just ignore rejection. Because rejection's there regardless. So I mean, they might as well feel confident and it might actually work for some of them. We don't know the type of women they're going after.
Right.
They could be right up their league. You know what I mean? But they just don't know how to approach them or seal the deal.
So he said in the beginning of this video, so he says something to identify with them. He says something to the effect of, I used to not know how to deal with women, probably way worse than you guys. I'd offer up the gentleman, Jason Capital. He's obviously in shape, right? He has a sense of style about him, even though I don't like the whole wearing a scarf with a short
Isn't
sleeve.
it throwing you off too?
Yeah, it's throwing me. It's throwing me
take
off.
that off with the jacket, boo.
Yeah, it's definitely throwing me off. But I don't think that he started less than some of the dudes that we see out into this audience. But the fact of the matter is like, we kind of having fun with it and doing banter with it. But like most human beings, right? Like not everyone is like, a genetic gift to women, right? Like everyone starts somewhere, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock them for, increasing their knowledge, right? On things that they can do. Listen, but it comes, just like swag comes more naturally to some dudes more than others. There's also dudes who are not genetically predisposed to be, very or extremely attracted to the women that they might be trying to go for. You know what I mean? And as you look at like an Instagram, right, like, and you see all of these different versions of beauty, and you're like, damn, like, how do I get one of those? Like, I might be getting, you know, the ones that like me back, but how do I aspire to that next level?
Right.
So I, low key, I applaud that these dudes are at least doing something about it. I'm just surprised that this is like legit a conference.
Thing, yeah.
Like I'm just taken aback. Like, you know what I mean? So, all right, but we've been going on too long. Let's get back in it real quick.
Thong sandals?
No, you gotta do it like this. My man right here in the thong. Yeah, he's killing it. You know, but you don't know where this is. It looks like it's like a Vegas type venue, you know?
Yeah.
You could do thong saying, you could do Jesus slippers in Vegas and get away with it. I wouldn't.
You probably got some.
And it works, does it not? Look at this, Kaka. Works extremely well. And I want you to use it too. All right, I'm not sharing this with you because I want you to just be like, oh, that's interesting, that's cool, and then go to fucking Pornhub. All right, I want you to succeed in life. I want you to get the girls you want. All right? I know you. I know what kind of guy you are. I was way worse with girls than you were. I know you probably can't tell right now. I assure you I was. And this shit works. You just trust me. Just listen to me. I promise you I will take care of you. All right? So here's what you're going to do. CAU stands for comfort, adventure, unpredictable, just like he said. What it means is now you're going to go off on like a little rant about how everyone just lives in their little comfort zone, in their little comfort bubble, and it's why they are unhappy. It's why more than half the country is on Xanax. It's why, you know, people are just not happy. They're not leading the lives they want. They watch other people have all the fun while they sit at home on Instagram and Snapchat, right? Oh, and she's going to agree with you. Everyone agrees with that. And then this is where
Adventure.
You fucking lay down the sword. All right, this is where it happens.
Oh shit!
Say,
It's working for you.
Oh shit!
It's working for you now.
I do this all the fucking time. I do that third one. That third one I do all the fucking time. Like I'm sitting here listening to him. I low key do all that because that's my mantra in life. Like I hate being comfortable. Mm-hmm. I always like to step outside of my comfort zone, and I talk about it in a way. And it's actually some of the topics on this channel. Shit, yeah, he might be on. He might be on to something.
Yeah,
he might be on this. Yeah, I do that shit all the time. Anything to say?
Not yet.
All right, let's keep going.
With you, comfort zone is bad or whatever, and then you say, so wait, when's the last time you did something like outside of your comfort zone? Okay. When's the last time you did something that was like really outside your comfort zone? She will not have an answer. If she does, you're gonna make fun of her for it because it's not good enough for you. All right, that's the key. It's not good enough for you. And then you're gonna look at her and you're gonna say, I think like we need to go on an adventure. Like life's too short. Comfort zone shit is like killing everyone. Like fuck it, let's just spontaneous. Let's go. I have an idea. Let's go. Come on. Just hold out your hand, just like this. All right. This hand is done this many times and it works very well. All right. Grab her by the hand. So let's go on an adventure. I have an idea, and you just lead her out into the night. All right. So you have deeply connected with her. You guys have shared secrets with each other. You've been flirting with each other. You have the great body language. You're still leaning back. Comfort zone, adventure. Now you go for the pull. Let's go. Lead her out an adventure. And the U stands for unpredictable because all you're going to do is just lead her out into the world and give her an experience she hasn't had in a long time. Every guy is doing the same thing. Let's go to a dinner. Let's go to movies. Let's go fucking Netflix and chill. I don't know if I just say fucking on YouTube, but fuck it, right? They're doing all the same shit. All the same shit, all right? You got to show up like no one else. You got to be different. Lead her on this adventure out into the world. I've done this where we leave the bar, grab her by the hand, and there was a elementary school about 10 feet away. So I'm like, let's go on the swing set. We just fucking midnight drunk swinging on a swing set, right? And then we're walking down, and then there's an American Apparel for some reason is open past midnight. So we go in there and start trying on clothing. I'm in the dressing room. Things happen, all right? Things are good. But the point is, because you're bouncing her from place to place to place, it actually switches a flip. It actually flips a switch, in her brain, where it seems like she's known you longer than she has because you've gone to so many places with her. Before you know it, now she's swept up in this whirlwind of emotion. She knows you so well. This thing is going so well, and you can lead it wherever you want, okay? Wherever it is that you want to go. This has worked for me. Worked for many of these guys. Just out of curiosity, they don't know I'm asking them this question. Who here has used one of the ways from 77 ways successfully? If you would just raise your hand, please. Okay, so these guys are succeeding with it. Okay, I want you to succeed with 77 ways as well. So click the link, you'll see it might be on this video, it might be somewhere around me here. Click the link, it's gonna take you to the page where you can learn more about 77 ways, and you can, ideally, I want you to, if you're willing to take a chance on yourself, I promise you I will meet you halfway and I will handle the rest for you. I will show you exactly how to get the girls that you want and the girls you deserve. So click the link somewhere here, it's gonna take you to the page to learn more about 77 ways, and then buy the book. The reason I say buy it right now is because it is currently 50% off on the link. So when you click the link and you go to the page, you'll see 50% off. And this isn't like some marketing thing, it'll only be there.
All right, so I think he's pretty much done with the video. What is your initial reaction to kind of the conclusion of that step number 3?
I feel like it possibly could work on said woman. I just don't see that it being enough for me. I get where he's going at, but like the comfortability and the adventure, sure, we could go out into the night, but then I'm gonna be like, oh, is this just the one night thing? Like my head, like with the age that I am, like I want to see like what's next. Like I'm not gonna want to give up the booty that night just off of this. It's great. It's like, oh, like now I'm interested. Now I'm thinking about him a little bit. Now I want to like spend a little bit more time with him, but have sex with him, not necessarily. But spend more time with him, definitely. If the conversation's good, you know?
Yeah, if the conversation's good.
And the vibe is nice, and like he's actually, you know, saying things with substance and making you think, and you know, really engaging in conversation. Like, and if the body language is great, he's comfortable, making me comfortable. Like those are all great things, but it's not gonna make me wanna let him put it in.
Hey, what was that? One more time. What was that? Hey. So, but I think the assumption is you wouldn't get to step 3 unless step 1 and step 2 go well. Like if you're going through step 1 and step 2, and she don't have anything to say, there's nothing like on her mind, like you may even get to step 3 or you might cut it short. But if it gets to step 3, and like step 3, I feel like I do organically just because like I hate mindless banter. Like I hate it. Like, and I want to talk about things like that actually matter. And what you're doing when you start talking about comfortability and then the adventure is that you are proposing a dream, right? Like you're throwing out an idea, a dream, like an aspiration, a goal, right? So if you start talking about it, and then you actually start doing things like that, like it doesn't necessarily mean like that you have to leave your current, like the restaurant that you're in or where the coffee shop that you're in and just start walking around and doing all this, like,
or just the fact that you talked about it.
Yeah, just the fact that you're opening up in their mind the possibilities of things, or a goal of things that you're trying to aspire to, that maybe that they can come along and hang out with you like during that time.
Yeah.
So but at the same time there's a lot of steps between that CAU and that heart.
Are they acting like they just met this day?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no, that's weird. Like, I need to know you a little bit longer before I have sex with you. Like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with that.
Got it. Okay. All right, so...
Because you're not about to show me a good time and get me all excited, and then we have sex that night and then that be a wrap. Like, that's no fun.
So he's not saying sleep with and then not hang out again.
No, I mean, I get that, yeah. But I mean, like, in regards to, like, there's no fun. You didn't put in, you didn't put in any work.
But there is something to say about intellectual stimulation.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, a lot of women find that extremely attractive, especially the women who would engage with you on a $20 million question, or would engage with you on a parent's question.
But does it make you horny? I mean, it makes me want to spend more time with you, but it doesn't make me want to. I don't get wet by it. Like it's not doing anything for me, like sexually. It's like the idea is, damn, he's attractive. You know, he's intelligent. He's giving me good conversation with substance. You know, let's see what else he has. Like that's what I'm like. Now I'm itching for more. You know, a little bit more from that point.
So then, if there was a step 4,
what would it be? I don't know, because I feel like CAU. Like that could be spread over an amount of time. Like I feel like once you get to 3 step, like it's like 3.5 or like 3A, 3B, 3C. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's like different steps within step 3.
Yeah.
I feel like I would need to see.
You would need to see like
an experience with him.
Yeah, or more detail onto the CAU.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I mean, I do understand what he's saying, and I think it might work for them, especially because I'm sure he's whatever the 77 thing that he's talking about, like he's clearly already been teaching this for some time. So.
Yeah, well maybe that's what his book is. It's like from the 3rd step until that heart, like here's the other things that you can do. in order to solidify that movement or that action. You know what I mean? But like, kind of, here's my thing. Like, there's a lot of dudes in there that before or after all of this, there's other things that you need to be focused on, right? Like, where you don't even have to do all of this shit, right? Like, there's things that you have to do where they would value you more because they know other things about you, whether that's before the date or what have you, and then in their mind, you were much more higher value. I talk about it all the time on this channel, and it's focusing on you, yourself, your purpose, and improving yourself, improving not only what objectives that you're trying to fulfill, but also the financial security within your life. So when they see these type of things, they just have you on another level of attraction. So like, you're not dancing around here like a chicken with your head cut off trying to entertain her with all of these questions, and instead she's trying to entertain you.
I feel like you should come out with a how to get the girl.
I'm not but that's the thing, is like, I'm seeing what he's doing and I'm just like, oh shit, like there's a market for this?
Obviously.
There's a goddamn market?
Just don't wear the scarf.
I would never. No, I'm not that stylish anyway. Is that stylish? Is that if a dude showed up on a date with a shirt and a scarf like that?
I would rather take the scarf off. Like, I like the shirt and it feels like, it seems like it does his body nice, but like the scarf is like, I'm kind of a dick and I know it. I don't know why. It's not. I'm so judgmental today, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's cool. All right. So, but I feel like, yeah, we've gone through everything. I feel like you answered the question. Anything left else to say before we conclude?
There's just more work to do, guys.
Just more work to do after this?
There's more work.
Yeah, cause
outside of this. Like, I mean, for guys and girls, like, there's just more work to be done if you want something to, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking long term. I should be thinking about having sex tonight.
Yeah. And from,
I can't put my mind where he's at. I'm sorry.
Like wrap it around. Yeah. And from that CAU to the heart, like, you could definitely mess it up. Like,
yeah, there's so many
so much
steps.
else.
Yeah, it's like 3, and then like a spider web thing where so many different things branch off from it.
Yeah, like, do you go to her crib? Do you go to your crib? Like, how do you ask? Like, in a way that's not creepy? Like, then once you get there, like, what are the things that you should do? What are the other questions that you should ask? Like, how do you get even to like that physical? Like, there's nothing here about physical touch. Like, there's things that are missing, but maybe that's in his book. So I don't know. But listen, that's the end of your video. Thank you again so much for coming down. I appreciate you. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the description box down below. What you sipping on? What's that?
H2O, baby.
Is it though? Is it though? Until next time, y'all. Pardon me.
I'm getting up.
Pardon me.
Not doing just.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Peace.